welcome back to the Ultimate Wolf Fantasy today, Thursday, when I'm filming this around 5, a few minutes before 6. I'm reviewing the Transformers Studio Series number 34, Dotm Megatron. I'll take a quick look at his box and then I'll look at the figure. Yeah, set him off to the side. And this figure is not. It's an okay transformation. I can get through it. There's just some stuff you gotta move around. You just gotta be careful with this transformation. It wouldn't be if you're gonna give it to a little kid. Probably you do not want to do that with this figure. I do know they repainted him in the Universal Studios version with the more gray, but that's not maybe accurate. This one is. As you see on the front, you have a nice image of him right there on the box. Transformers: Dark of the Moon, Studio Series Megatron. There, Transformers on the side, Autobot symbol, Generations cards only. Yeah, it's a leader. So it's the box. Top of the box, Transformers Dark and Moon. Side 3-4 Studio Series right there. There's a nice image of his face. Autobot symbol, there's a nice image of him. And Igor. Back of the box, Truck Mode, Mac. Igor. Robot Mode. There's that, and yeah, Jetfire is also available at the time. That's the box. I do not need that box anymore. I'm just fixing the backdrop because this is going to be a big figure. Big review. A big figure. It's probably pulling this side out. And this corner out. You can. Oh, that one didn't work. Quickly adjusting this corner. Getting the corner of the backdrop to hold. And this is the best I'm going to get it. Okay. Alright, you get instructions. You will need instructions to transform them. It's a big transformation. Open it up. Yeah, that's a lot of steps you're going through because you have to talk about all this transformation. You need them. It's kind of a medium transformation complexity. Yeah. Transformation level. It's mostly where the arms going in place. You'll see that later. They show a bunch of other things you can do with this figure. Show everything. You do get that white piece of paper. This one. You get that too as well. In case you need it. If you want it. It's been in the boxes. Backdrop. Transformers, Dark of the Moon. And this side, Transformers, Autobot symbol. This side, Studio Series, and the numbers. 34 is right there. Open it up. I'm gonna leave that in the back. Because that's when you get that. And then there's the scrapyard where you see him and the other Decepticons meet. That's one scene. One scene. The backdrop fits as I bump the camera. There. You can see it's a big backdrop. There we go. Yeah, it's a big backdrop. Granted, it is a liter. I'm bringing this slightly over so it's a little bit more in the middle of it. Oh, of the camera. You do have Igor, whatever you want to call him. You just have slight possibility green on the face. Mouth right there. You can see the red eye. This on his right arm. Rotate full 360, no issues there. And it can bend in and out on the ball joint. Left hand can do that. It can open, close. It's on the ball joint. I can quickly attach. It can do full 360. I just didn't there. Rotated. I just pulled out at the wrong angle. That and the feet do have a little tag in them. I'll explain why later. And yes, they can move up and down. Back does have this tab right there. I have no idea what that tab is. That slot is for. Well, I at least haven't found anywhere to use. Maybe. I don't know what the tab is for, so. Then, yeah. Oh, they don't mention him. Well, they show him in the instructions. They don't mention the tab in that space in the instructions. Yeah, they don't mention it in the instructions. Shows they could just go on the shoulder. But that's really weird. Molding, something happened, changed. Here's his gun. It looks good from this angle. You can see the silver paint, all the molded. It's big. It's DLCL and painted. You can see the handle. It looks like yes, it's scraping. Here's the back of it. It's other side. It's hollow. You can hold it. These barrels are not blast effect barrel. But yeah, this side's hollow. This side's not. Wish it would have been the other way, where this side's was the painted detail and this side was hollow. But here is Dark of the Moon Megatron. How he looked in the movie. And yeah, it does have good detail. I'll show you with the cape and everything. Cloak and everything. As you can remove it as well. So you can see there's his feet. Granted, I have him fully standing up. I'll adjust everything. There's the back of his legs. There's the spine detail, which has a lot of good molded detail. You can see the arms right there, and then you can see the back. No, I almost brought him over. Change that. To the cape, the arms cannot do a full 360. And I don't think they can on the joint. They could go up and down, back. It can go out, but you can see it's kind of like it's almost like inner cape. And this one really can't move. You can remove the cape just by pulling it off around the side, and you get that classic max. The cloak, transcoat, whatever you want to call it. Just been calling it a cape, but I know it's not that. But it is a good. But there you can see a nice. You can see a nice close up of his face. You can see the gray. You can see the click of gray, gold, yellow paint for the teeth. You can see the battle damage in the head. The previous movie, you can see the red eyes, red. You can see it's nice. And then molded detail as a session. Okay, there. And it's coming out. There, let's go over his articulation. Head can look up. It's lightly to the left sides. Arms can go out. Not that far because you see that it's getting hindered. But they can go right there. Same for the other side. Flip 60 rotation. See the cape blocks it. So this one you have technically two elbow joints. Yeah, this joint I can move up if you want for transformation, and it can also move back. Again, for transformation, so that's why I said two, and then you have a bicep swivel right there. So you have an upper elbow and you have a lower elbow, because this is the lower elbow. Standard one. Alright, let me bring him up. He's currently forward as that one panel comes untapped. Or I believe it's the wrong way. This and can move up and down. Not sure if you can hear her in the background. And she doesn't give a shit if she's around. This finger is on two different joints. The thumb can move individually, and then this finger can move individually. I'm just going to retab this one section. Chains can be removed, but leaving him on. He comes with the cape on. You got to change it. The legs can go that far forward. They can't go back. You can't do the splits. They can go out. I swivel right here. There's no up and swivel. I'm gonna take a rotate more. More. You technically again have a double knee bend. Yeah, technically do, because that can move. You have one knee bend. I can move in, and if you want, you can move that bit. And this section can also bend. It's on a ratchet, as you can tell. So you get that. Granted, it can move up the way like that, forward. So like if you want, like he's moving his leg forward, or you can angle it back. As I pinched myself for a second. This section can rotate. Full 360, yeah. And ankle tilt, yeah, there's no ankle tilted on this figure. I mean, it can go in, out, but that's more due to transformation, so I'm not really gonna count it. I mean, yeah, you can have him like do that and then have those in, but then he'll fall over. Granted, this is how the figure, well, I believe how it comes out of the box, but I do this, so I just release a click in or two, just that way it's more stable and he's more, crotch. This is how they were. There we go. Locked, so. As there's one section, as some part of his chain comes untapped. I'll show the back again. And yes, I know it's going to be off camera. He's also going to might fall over, but I mean, he's stable. There. In this section. And you can see some nice back detail. Right there. Okay, here, let me go into his accessory. Well, let me show off the comparisons. Real quick, I have two for robot mode, two for alt mode this time around. I'll show you how Igor works and his gun works. Here he is with Dark of the Moon Leader Prime, the original release, because I know they re-released him in the Bumblebee movie. Subline. As I bumped the camera. And here is Prime, so you can see. Yeah, the Dark of the Moon Max is bigger than Prime. Well, then the Dark Moon Prime, I should say, because there's mostly many incarnations of Prime. Got through here. Speaking of Prime, here he is with Sentinel Prime. Just so you can see how the two big bads looked. I mean, granted now if you have all three figures, the Dark of the Moon Prime, and this Sentinel, and the Megatron. Well, the Dark of the Moon Max, you can recreate some of the scenes where you could have Megs and Prime teaming up to take down Optimus, teaming up to take down Sentinel from the movie. Okay, there. That's it for the size comparisons. I'll show you what the gun can do and what the gun can do. Igor. There is two ports right here on the back. I'm gonna check something. I don't think his legs are straight. And yes, I will put him on the backdrop if I was just checking something so that way it looks a little bit more straight. I just didn't have one of the joints bent properly. Okay, you see those two pegs on the shoulder above it, well, shoulder right next to his head. Igor and stand right there. There's those peg holes in the feet. Let me try it on the other shoulder. One foot is smaller and the other one's bigger. There. So if you want that, so that was kind of like completing it off Max's shoulder. Shoulder. For a pose. That, or, and the other thing you can do with an outline door, with the gun, is you see there is a port right here, a small port right there in the back. And there's a hole, a hole right there, port right there. Piece right there. So if you angle it right, you can get the shotgun where it's slung on his back. Like in the movie, there we go. Like that. So that way when you rotate him around, you could see the shotgun on his back. Granted, if you have the cape, trench coat, whatever you want to call it on him, you cannot have Igor on the shoulder. And you cannot have the gun. You can probably put the gun back, you just have to angle it differently. There's that. Let's go here. Let me put him in pose and then I'll show it. And then I'll put him on the backdrop and then I'll go into his transformation. I'd give him the gun. It gun just pegs into the right arm. It just pegs in to the port. It cannot peg into the left. Left hand. I'll bring in the capes and trench coat. And just and well, a little section that where his hood sits right there. Sit right there, and I do angle it so it sits like right there, and then bring this out just so it's not like standing like how he was, and you saw him, and you see him. Oh, I like when I first started the review, and I'm like that. Just bring it. No, let me do off camera. Get the hood in place. The trench coat, cloak, cloak in place. I'm getting rearranged around his head so you can see his head through that little gap. See the hood around his scalp, around his head. Easier. And there, best I can do for now. Bring it up, straighten out. This arm, I bring it up so that way it's just like rest on that, but I do kind of lower this. That way you can still see like his head right there. Yeah. Do just bring up the legs a little bit, and I managed to get Igor just to stand up here. Just like resting on it. Let me put it on the backdrop and see if I can get it on. Yeah, if I did have enough space, I would put them all up on their individual backdrops, except for Debbie Stater. But if I, well, when in my collection, I mean, if I did have enough space, I would put them up on their backdrops so you can see that little. I'm gonna go cool, but you're until they take up a lot of space. How much do these take up? There. So you can see I just rested Igor at the top. And like, let me just slightly bring it. Granted, he's not picking or anything. Igor isn't, so that's why he just fell off the top of his head. Top. But so that way you can like see him at the top of the Megatron. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna remove Igor. I'm gonna remove his gun. I'm just strain out his arms real quick, because now we're gonna get into the fun part. Is transformation. Transformation. We're going to start with the lower body. We're going to start with the upper body for a few seconds, and we're going to move to the lower body, and then we're going to work on the upper body. The upper body is a little bit more harder to transform than the lower body. Remove the cloak, however you have it on him. Can get stuck. Just be careful. Take your time. There's that. Here, you know what? Here, I'll show the cloak off because I don't really. You can see it's like stitched on. And yes, there's the holes and tears and dents. There. That was the best way I could show it all. Okay, come to the back. You're going to pull the chains back. I believe this is how they are. That one came off easily. Thank you. Pull that, and now remove the chain. Show off the chain real quick so you can see it's just all. I do believe that's how the chain is. Checking something. Check that box. I just want to check something. Uh, I just see if I have the chain wrong or right. But there you can see the chain. Alright, let me put the chain off to the side. I'm gonna bring him in the middle. And kind of just so that way it's easier for me to transform him. I probably should also lower the camera just slightly towards it, clean frame. I will be using the instructions. I will be using the instructions for this transformation. Rotate him. Well, we're going to continue. Rotate 180. I'm going to lower the camera. Somewhere on his legs. Legs, yeah. Legs. Right there. Okay. Because this is where, well, what we're going to work with. work with. And then we're going to move them up. Up. Basically, I'm going to put him laying down. I'm just going to move that out to the side. Pull back this section. Like so. I believe like this section. Pull up. I'm just laying him down so it's easier to keep in frame. Something like that. I believe, yeah. And you want to like flip it up. Like so. Because it's like this, and you want to like flip it up. Okay, I see. Believe you know. It's been a minute since I transformed him. Farm him. Okay, yeah. We want to take this top section and rotate out. So you can see it's like this. Yeah, right there. So it's like that. Open, drop, rotate it up, and then rotate so you can see the tab is right there. So it looks like this. I believe that. Yeah, now we can extend the legs. Well, extend this whole section. Bring this down. Bring this down. Just so that way it's like this. Now you're going to take that thigh and rotate. So that way the foot is sitting out instead of at the bottom. So it's like that section. Rotate the foot up. Foot up. And we straighten out this joint. So it's all nice and flat. Right there. So take the foot and bring it and flip this over on top. So you can see it sits right there. There. On top. So you can see the feet sits right there. Onto this section. Lift this up. Lift this up. We're gonna work on the front side. Flip this up. And I believe we're typing in now. Yeah. So there's a tab right there that will go into this notch. And on this tab, there's a space right there for a tab tag that will go in right there. Granted, there's one little tab that broke off on mine. It does not affect transformation, so I don't have to, go cry about it in the corner. Again, but I know the other side still has it on, so flip that around. Let me do it on the other side, and this is where I can show you. This little tab right there, small tab that will go in space. And probably should. There's also this section. There's this slot. Got a piece will also pack in to at the top, right there. So you can see. Then you're going to just right there, and I'll just finish get that. I'll get that top section straightened out. Do that. Let me just bring these out again. They're just friction hinged. There is a tab on the inside that will lock into the tab section. So you just want to, I rated it on the opposite side. So you can see there's the tab that will go in that notch right there, and that section will also get pegged in right there. Will get pegged in right there. And yeah, you want to flip that up. Flip that up. I'm just going to rotate the thigh back in straight. I mean, you can see where we're going. Flip down, tab, rotate. So that way the spikes are pointing forward instead of sideways. Make sure it's tabbed in, rotate forward, right there. We're almost done with the back section, the leg section. Because then I gotta do the favorite part. Come to the bottom, real quick. Flip up these two wheels, and now you're going to tab everything together. There's this tab that will go into this section. There is this slot. There's that section will go into this section right where my fingernail is. Tags, ports, and a tab right here that would go into the well, let me see what side. Okay, other way. This. Yeah, there's okay. I see. This section will go into this space right there, and that will lock everything together. So just get it pegged in as best you can, because that will get pegged in. And you see that's going to form more of it. Get to the bottom. Do that middle one. You're doing a bunch of stuff. I'm just going to do this camera if it's a little too hard. Okay, I got it pegged to slide in, and I did just peg in the ones at the top section. And these tapped in. We're almost done. I'm just going to lower them, so that way it still looks like it finished those at the top. I tapped in this. I got that section tapped in, so you can see that will peg in. This space I got clipped in. You can kind of get to see how long it is. And the prop and will just clipped in. We swivel this section out a little bit, so that way this is more straight across. And we're going to just bring this in for a sec, so that way they're together. Together. You get the idea of that. Okay. Right. Yeah, now we're going to work on the whole arms / ass section, the whole front section. As you see, this forms the front, this forms the rest. We are also going to take this And we're just gonna kind of leave this hanging for now. Just leave that hanging right there for now. Because now we gotta do the whole rest section. This whole section. So flip him over. Now this is where it's mostly the arms is the hardest part to do. Everything else is good, is easier to do. So I'm just gonna leave him laying on his side. Oh no. Just to make it easier for me to film at least. Unless I can get there. There's some smoke sticks on this panel will just kind of act as a little support. Or no, just this panel is acting as support. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. I'm gonna do an angle camera look so that way it's easier. Alexa, cancel. I have no idea what she was talking about. Hey, collecting with Cole, how are you? Good, just finishing the Dark of the Moon Megatron transformation. Yeah, I'm just finishing up his transformation. I'm almost done with it. I'm ready to finish the whole upper section. The leg section, I'm working on the upper section, which is the more harder part. We're going to get the chest tabbed in and tabbed. There's that section will come untabbed, and it will also peg into the base of the neck. Yeah, like so. So you can see it's all opened up. And there's the chest. These were pretty cool, but when I was a kid, a bunch of the G1 toys had die cast. Granted, a bunch of the modern, well, not the Hasbro figures, third-party figures, they do have die cast. And then, but yeah, a bunch of the third-party figures have die cast. Hey, it's okay, everyone is in their own way. Now you're gonna Transformers more than meets the eye. Hey, you know what? There, bring that section in, which will bring in the head in. This is gonna form the back of the alt mode. So, but the newer toys have gotten more complicated or more complex. More complex. So we also do want to come to this side and use there's this section on a double hinge and lower this section there. So that way it's in a different position. You want to do the same thing on the opposite side, just out and then shift it back. But we do have more modern articulation. That's one thing, obviously, rubber tires, because then they would break after a while. So, there we go. Shift that up so that way you can see it's more up, and now you can actually see the wheels. Section, the wheels of this truck mode, of this alt mode, from Dark of the Moon. Now we're getting into the more harder part of it. Tab, lift this forward. We're gonna kind of leave it loose for now to make it easier for this section. So now we're going to use the double hinge on this section. We'll use this hinge and bring this back. So you can see it will sit right there. You know I do. Remember I was playing The Last of Us. Yeah, I do gaming content too. It's gaming and other. It's gaming reviews of live streams because you know the unboxings and stuff. Yeah, it's gaming because remember I was doing the Last of Us stream. You stopped by. Well, that was last year. I streamed Last of Us the game. Yeah, remember you stopped by for a few minutes or so. And that one like live stream I was doing, you shouted me out. Then I shouted you back out in the community tab. It's okay, bro. It's okay, bro. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, you're good. All right. But yeah, you want those arms lowered so that way they're more lowered. Lowered. Yeah, I totally understand. Like I do this and Twitch, which I actually haven't done Twitch in a minute. Well, streamed on Twitch in a minute. Flip these sections up. Our gaming channel and crafting channel for my. Yeah, I did sub to your crafting channel. I'm not sure if I've subbed to your gaming channel. I'll check after the stream. I might be subbed to that. I can actually go check right now, but then it would cut out the stream for a minute. Yeah, I'll check. Yeah, I might be subbed to that. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll check after the stream. Well, after the review. Now, this is where the hard part comes in. Well, one of the hard steps comes in is the arms, because there's this bar section right here in the middle. Right in the middle, I'm just getting a good angle. That bar section right here in the middle. Yeah, you could, but hey, that way, if people like don't want to watch gaming or crafting stuff on your main channel, they can go to that specific channel. Say if they don't want like crafting on your main stuff, then they can just go find another channel. But that way you have like multiple options. So if people want to watch gaming, they can just go to your gaming account, your gaming channel. If they want to watch crafting, they can go to the crafting channel, or just watch your main channel. All right, so this bit is going to be the harder section. You want to lower this for now. Hinge this up so that way that can fit on this square in the back. Like so. On both sides, this isn't hard step on this one figure. You want to do it, bring this down so you can see it's lowered and bring this on top. I'm going to do it this side off camera to make it a little easier for me. There, that side's in. Because now, here's the hard part, is you have to get there's notches on the arm right here, that you have to get around that bar section in this, like around this section. And while making sure all the joints stay in place. Because if they don't, then you gotta fix it. You gotta do it. Just making sure I lower this one joint fully before I get in place. There we go. Got it in. Yeah, you just gotta make sure it's collapsed in all the way so you can get it fully collapsed in. Just gonna open this up so I can get it And well, yeah, you want to get that section around that bar. Please. But yeah, I think I might be sub to that channel, your gaming one. I'm just gonna get this one off camera to make it easier for me. But yeah, if I'm not, I'll definitely sub to it. And I already do know what streams I have in the coming weeks. Like, I know it's Core Class Prime, which would be Saturday. But speaking of gaming, I'll probably finish COD Modern Warfare 3 tomorrow night. So, that'll be that. And then probably either the God of War Ragnarok DLC or The Last of Us. Or, not The Last of Us, Gotham Knights game. Which, speaking of Last of Us, I do need to get the Last of Us 2 remastered version. So that's been out, released last month. Yeah, I did. It was like around 1 p.m. my time. I was just watching. I was doing other stuff, but I did have the stream on, still supporting it. Sometimes, yeah, if I'm like doing other stuff, I'll just have the stream open in the background. I never got Last of Us 2. I think I might. Is there a multiplayer? I don't think there is multiplayer on it, but I do know Naughty Dog was working on a multiplayer game set in the Last of Us story. So I believe that's the last thing I heard about it. But yeah, I haven't played. I brought Helldivers 2 last night, but nice. I've seen gameplay of the Helldivers 2. Yeah, I'll probably get the Last of Us game because the last one, the remastered, because the first remastered, the Last of Us 1 was really good game, and with all the stuff, and and I can at least play Last of Us 2 before the Last of Us 2 season 2, which comes out like next year, so I can at least watch the show for Last of Us season 2 drops on HBO or on Max, as they call it now. I believe they got the arms in position. Yeah, you want the arms lowered in that position. And then now the chest will go right on top of it. There you go. Chest, well, in this section on the hinge, you just shift it. So that way it kind of covers up the hands right there. Okay. I did a bunch of GTA 5 with a friend who has a channel earlier. Still in the process of editing it all and then post it. Having fun with the 10-year-old game in private sessions. Your friends, you should join us. If I had the game, I would join. I don't have GTA 5. Maybe if it goes on sale, I'll get it. I do not have the GTA 5. I do know GTA 6 is coming out. It's happening. But I've been playing other games like Destiny 2, Warframe. I do know Blue Sasquatch actually plays Fortnite. He streamed it a few times. Oh, nice. I didn't know. I'll probably get it after the stream then. And download it. Just making sure I have these arms in correct position so I can collapse this one panel. But yeah, I've been playing like Destiny 2 with friends. Like, yeah, Blue Sasquatch. He plays. I know Ghost also plays 1,000 Ghosts. He also plays games on his PlayStation as well. So we could try to get him too. Off-World Adam, if he has it. I have a Series X, and PS5, and gaming laptop, but I need more time. Yeah, I only have the PS5. I know, I think that Blue and Ghost still are on the PS4. Or we could, depending on the time, we could also get Salacious to join, too. Playing with the Black Lizard. Josh, he also has a PS4. I think he got a PS5. I sometimes group with Oh Nice. I don't think I played with yeah, I've seen them stream it at times too. There, that will tab in, and then there's that will also peg into the slots on the side, the chest. This pretty much actually on the last step. Out. But I do know off-road Adam. He still plays on PS4. So if he has the game, then yeah, he could join us. I know he's been playing Farming Simulator recently. And Josh, too, he has a PS4. I don't know if he's took it out of the box. They play Diablo and Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I've seen that. I don't have either of those games. Too, but Rum used to play Battlefront. Not sure if he still plays it. Star Wars Battlefront 2. So we could get on that and just do a multiplayer and have multiple teams. I'm just gonna get this section in tucked in because it's at an angle. I do know my uncle, he actually has Diablo. Well, one of my uncles, think of that. I'm just getting this one section pegged in. And yeah, that would be fun, just getting in the game with the guys for a little bit. GTA 5 will only work with, wait, what? Hold on. GTA 5 online will work with players on the same system. So PS4 can play with PS4 users. So I may have to send you a PS5 for your birthday. Well, cool. I'll have good news. You don't have to send me a PS5 because I do have a PS5. So yeah, it's in the background. I do have a PS5. That's where I do the gaming from with the DualSense Edge controller. Yeah, yeah. I still actually do have the PS4, and that's in the garage too. I haven't used it in years since I've got the 5. But there, he's done in his alt form. Yeah, it is a big truck. You have to make sure you get everything aligned up. Uh, I don't have the original PS5, the original PS4. I got it maybe 2018, early 2018 or 2017. But the PS5 I got um, probably, I think it was like April of 2022, of 2020. Just grabbing Igor because he did fall. But yeah, his truck mode is good. It is big alt mode. Granted, there's a few other stuff you can still add. I'm just going to show it before. Well, so you can kind of get before. You can add the other stuff. It still shows you instructions. But yeah, it is a big truck. It rolls. Granted, these wheels will get pushed in. But it rolls. It has 6 wheels, 5 wheels. 5 wheels on each side. So then, 2 right there. See the gray, the bronze. Let me lower the camera so it's easier to see it. I couldn't remember how to put it back. To put back together after. Oh, yeah. Sometimes, yeah, that sometimes can happen if it's like a hard transformation. But yeah, I get what you mean. But here, I'm just bringing back the backdrop. Here, yeah, it is a big alt mode. Granted, there's a few other things you can do, which now I'll fully armor up the truck mode. It does have weapon storage for his weapon or a shotgun that he did use in the movie. Which it can store. I'm just double checking the space where it stores. Well, what direction it shows it. Shotgun can just go underneath the cab, well, underneath the truck, and this will just stay on these two tabs right in the middle of the wheels. There's two tabs right there in the middle. As I just saw a piece didn't get lined up with the others. So I have to quickly fix this. There we go. There, one of the sides wasn't fully collapsed, pressed together. Alright. Yeah, shotgun just stores underneath, like so. Just getting the gun picked in. Just getting the gun stored underneath. I'm just holding the parts. There we go. There, so yeah, the gun stores underneath, so at least it's hidden. You wouldn't know it's there. We're gonna put the chain and the cloak on as well. Well, fold up the cloak. And yeah. Yeah, and this will just sit at the back. And there. Then you're gonna add the chain on top. Which right around there, granted. But so that way at least kind of hides it all up. Just holding this and just seeing, well, what angle where the chain goes. Okay. So this one with the two sides of the chain will go underneath, like so. And the front one, this front section, will go right here on the side. On the front, just bends over and latches on the front. So you at least have the chain going on the truck. It's not really good. Yeah, you gotta hold it and hold the hook at the same time. There, that will just sit right there, like so. So it's, well, granted, I'm gonna readjust it. Lower again. As one of the chains came undone. There we go. There. But hey, if we do gain, or whoever's in the group games, if we do get a game, there is a new Transformers game coming out. Sometime we don't know when it's coming out. We should be hearing like an update about it this year. Transformers Reactivate. That's gonna be a multiplayer game. We already know Prime B, Soundwave, and Starscream will be in the game. As well, probably playable characters because there's the Reactivate toys. from the game. So, but we do know that it will be a multiplayer game as well. We've seen the Prime B and Soundwave figures with Starscream. I'm just gonna fix the chain, get it on properly. But yeah, I am almost done with this review too as well. There we go. There we go. Hey, Wolfie. Is that Megatron from Dark of the Moon? You know it. Hey, JJ, how are you doing? Yeah, it's Megs from Dark of the Moon. With Igor, too. How are you doing, JJ? Hi, good friend. Good to see you. Yeah, it's great to see you. It's been a minute. Just getting Igor at the top. There's little pegs at the getting off camera. So that way I can get it easier. Igor, just get on your peg. I got it. And on the this little peg where he stands at, no, he touches arm. Something came undone. It really came undone because now he was leaning forward. There. Yeah, JJ, it's been a minute. There, that's the full on truck mode. Truck mode, you get all 5 wheels. You can see there's the cloak now. Top, you can see the spikes, the smokestacks. The spikes are rubber, so you won't accidentally stab yourself in wheels. It does roll. Cab does not turn. It's hollow right there in the back. Hollow front of the gas tank, but you really can't see it. It's a good angle. See good detail on him. Spikes, you can even see the Mac right there at the front. And there, even the little hood ornament, too. Mac is good. Yeah, it is a big truck. There it is with the backdrop. There is with Igor at the top, too, as well as the wheels got pushed in slightly. I'm honestly going to leave him right there so I can do quick comparisons. Here he is with Rise of the Beast Scourge. just so you can get a scale between how Scourge looks with them. As I untap Scourge's bumper. As one section isn't aligned up. There's Scourge from Rise of the Beast. So you can get, you can see Max is way longer. I'll answer that quick question in a sec. And here he is with Optimus Prime. It's the ROTF cab. ROTF Stu series the ROTF cab because I have the Dark Moon version in robot mode, but you can show the trailer so you can get a sense of scale how big it would be with Prime and the trailer, and you can see differently. Vegas is way bigger. Well, the trailer is way bigger than Max. Movie, and then if you do a quick cab, the trailer is still. Just do the cab, you can see the trailer is still bigger than, well, a little bit bigger than Prime, and with there's Prime, the ROTF version from the Studio series, so you can get a scale. Okay, out 0 out of 10 energons, what number do you give this figure? The Megatron and then the Scourge figure. Okay, I'll grab Scourge again and I'll answer the question. And grab Scourge again, and I'll answer your question. I'll leave Scourge to the side. The Megatron is a good figure. Granted, there's some stuff you just gotta get the position right, and if you're careful, the wheels will go in. Meg's maybe a 6 energon, so 6 around maybe a 6.5. Transformation is easy, you just gotta know what you're doing. It's a good figure. And maybe a 6.5 for Megs. It doesn't roll really good. Granted, it's also on the cloth surface right now. But hey, it is a good figure. It doesn't. The legs don't have really good. They have good articulation. But for Scourge, on the other hand, great figure. Don't really have issues. Let me just see if I can get the legs aligned up so that way it rolls smoothly. Scourge is a great figure. A brand new mold for both. They're both different molds. Scourge, you have his arm blade. You have the Force Most X. Granted, I'll review Scourge later on, but Scourge is a great figure. Maybe an 8, almost a 10. Because remember how he obviously took off the Autobots, the Bumblebee symbol. When you kill Bumblebee, you can even see the Terracon symbol. Or if I remove this bumper for a quick sec, you can also see this cold detail. If you remove the bumper, you can see like all the other fraction symbols right there. On Scourge, so you can like see the other symbols right there once you remove that little piece. Yeah, you can see all the other symbols right there. So yeah, it's nice detail, or you can obviously leave this on. It just pegs in, so you're not like taking apart the figure or anything. And then there. But yeah, rolls. Scourge is complete. You can see all the details. So you get this bit, which is performance cannon, but granted, if you have the Freezor from Rise of the Beast, then he can mount right there, so that way you can put him on the back, so he's a turret right there on the back of Scourge. And granted, his blade, you don't really see any, well, Robot and Gibble, you can see like chains right there, you can see his blade right there, and on this side you can see his cannon. Yeah, Scourge is a great figure too, but like I said, he'll get his review later on. Which I have no idea when his review will be, because I have a schedule of the reviews. But yeah, I'll quickly, announce what I have schedule-wise. I'll stream for this week, and then I'll end it. And I'll do the outro. Yeah. Alright, yeah. So I do know tomorrow night, Friday, I will be finishing COD Modern Warfare 3. I only have like 2 missions left, so that would probably be a short stream. If I feel like it, I could also stream God of War Ragnarok's DLC tomorrow night. We'll start tomorrow night. We'll see how it goes. Because I'll probably begin God of War Ragnarok's DLC, that free expansion. So I could do that. I could do that maybe tomorrow night. We'll see, or at least start it tomorrow night, then finish it on Monday. But other than for reviews, because I'm doing 3 reviews just to help clear boxes in the corner of the room before TFCon, which is March 9th that I'm going. This is the 8th we're driving down. We're driving there. It would be, I do know Saturday is going to be the Legacy / Kingdom Core Class Optimus Prime. This single pack, not the version with the trailer and Bumblebee. But then I do know it's ROTF Soundwave is Tuesday's review for next week. Thursday's review for next week is the buzzworthy Evil Predacon Pterosaur. And I do know next Saturday's review is also Studio Series Sideswipe. Yeah, anyways, I've been the Ultimate Wolf. You can find the Ultimate Wolf on Twitch, the Ultimate Wolf on Instagram, the Ultimate Wolf on Discord. This has been the Transformers Studio Series 34 Dark of the Moon Megatron.